faced so far. It is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Eastern Michigan's offense will go to work first. And this guy doubtless will be a huge part of the game plan. Going to be interesting to see how involved he is in this offense from the very start. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the missed connection on third down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Memphis offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. There's the guy we believe is going to be a workhorse in this one. They believe that he is a gem, and they are excited to showcase him in this offense. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Memphis will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0. Snags it, and he's open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Eastern Michigan going fast.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Guys, let's chat a little bit about Eastern Michigan. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. A give to Brown.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Right back to the well. Sweet cut there. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the fly sweep. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Try the right side with Brown. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job.
Looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It starts. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. That's caught. It's Thompson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Under fire. And it's a sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. That first punt was a beauty. Did take another one just like it. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Takes it on the return. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Hand off for Brown. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Nolan. Got a man. It's Brown. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Memphis!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Delayed to the back. It's Thomas. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. And the Eagles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Thomas. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Joe.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
A give to Brown. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. He'll bring it out. It starts. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Barnett.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pulls it in with one hand. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. This time he's got his man.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Makes the grab on the left. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man. That midfield, he's got room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Simmons. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Offense changing the play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Memphis! And they take it in for 6 more points. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Darts. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity.
There he goes. Picks up the first down. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Running inside, it's Thomas. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Eastern Michigan going fast.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Firing to the right, complete. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab, it's Thompson. Timeout taken by the offense, it's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down. The Eagles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Floyd. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be knocked down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Here's a heat. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. They finally make the stop, and that's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 5 team, the Oregon Ducks.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find. Snags it and there's running room. Gets it out to the 27-yard line and they'll move the chains for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for room, it's Thomas. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They feed him again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Hard running there. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fakes to grab. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Off play action on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Thompson. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Fears the pressure. He's on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Avoids the punishment with the slide. A good gain on that run. And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Using the quick game. Fights off a defender. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. The Eagles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He'll pull it on the read. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he puts through the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Holly, what update do you have for it?
Here on the Memphis sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. To the air, it's Nolan. Moving away from pressure. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Making side adjustments here. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy, and it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. It's complete to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Put 6 on the board. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year. And they did tack on the extra point. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One final play before the end of the quarter. Pulls and fires complete. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blue. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll give it to him again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Floyd. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Defense looks as if it's coming. On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
The run inside. It's Blue. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Floyd. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. After that run, picked up the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Got it in the middle, it's Grant. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. With the catch, it's Beasley. Gets away from one, he's got space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeps it on the option. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Pulls it again on the option. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And guys, hold that thought on just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's complete. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Trying to run, it's Blue. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Now it's second and goal. Defense showing blitz here.